I'd like to call the meeting of the Physical Services Committee. Like a roll call, please.
Councillor Plunkett?
Here.
Councillor Meyer?
Here.
Councillor Fitzgibbons?
Here.
Councillor Lautensack?
Here.
Councillor Ashline?
Here.
I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the June 15th, 2026 meeting, please. Councillor Plunkett. Councillor Fitzgibbons.
Councillor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councillor Meyer?
Yes.
Councillor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Councillor Lautensack?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Wait, Susan, are you reading the physical services or administrative services?
Yeah.
We're doing admin. Oh, sorry.
Physical,
My
yeah, I was going to say.
Physical services
I'll
will
vote on it for
be me, Tim, Jonathan, and Chance.
Yeah.
All right, let's start over.
Okay.
Councillor Meyer here, Councillor Plunkett here, Councillor Ashline here, Councillor Kennedy here. Okay.
All right.
So Councillor Meyer, these are for the minutes.
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councillor Ashline?
Yes.
Councillor Kennedy?
Here, or yes, whatever.
All right. Seeing no old business, we'll go to new business under authorization. Item 1. The Zoning and Planning Office received a request for use of public space from Mr. Craig Gilkey, owner of a professional building located at 157 West Bridge Street, to replace an existing sidewalk. Is Mr. McGann here? He's not. I did look at the property, and there is an existing sidewalk that goes partially from Bridge Street halfway to through his house, but he wants to extend that to go to Cayuga Street. When I talked to Mr. McGann, he said he had talked to Mr. Clary about it, and they couldn't see any problems with it. So I would like a motion to accept this. Motion? Councillor Ashline, Councillor Kennedy. Roll call, please.
Councillor Meyer?
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councillor Ashline?
Yes.
Councillor Kennedy?
Yes.
Item 2, the Office of Economic Development requests use of public space for additional dates for the Summer Concert Series 2026. Ms. Jenkins.
Good evening. So the purpose of this is to ask for rain dates. Unfortunately, we're 2 weeks into our summer concert series, and we've already had to cancel some of the concerts due to weather. So some of the bands have been trying to work with us on rescheduling, so we'd like to do that. The only thing I'd like to ask is if we can amend it to include the Water Street Square location as well as Veterans Stage, and add the dates of September 11th and September 18th. We're going to do our very best to keep the concert season going in continuity with the other concerts that we have. And Veterans Stage, we will do our best to keep on Thursday nights, and Water Street Square concerts rescheduled for Friday nights. But we do have a couple other options in there as well to try to group them together towards the beginning of September before we get into some fall weather.
Has anyone got any questions, comments? So what we need to do is amend this resolution to read September 11th and 18th for the Water Street Concert Series. So, could I have a motion to amend, please?
Motion.
Councilor Plunkett, Councilor Ashline. Roll call.
Councillor Meyer?
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councillor Ashline?
Yes to amend.
Now I'd like a motion to
Oh, you
include...
didn't, sorry, she didn't read me.
Councillor Kennedy?
Yes.
Sorry. That's one of those nice, full moon or something. Now I'd like a motion to, for the amendment to go through, including September 11th and 18th for the Water Street Concert Series. Councillor Ashline, Councillor Kennedy, roll call, please.
Councillor Meyer?
Yes.
Councillor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councillor Ashline?
Yes.
Councillor Kennedy?
Yes.
Item 3, the Office of Economic Development received a request for use of public space from David Thompson to host the 1976 class reunion on Friday, July 31st, 2026 from 6 to 11. I talked to Dave, he's the owner of Gibby's, and they want the road closure just for the overflow. They feel they may have up to 150 people, so the road closure would accommodate the overflow. Possibly a band, but he said the band was more likely going to be on the deck. So that's the deal on the request. Could I have a motion, please? Councilor Kennedy. Counselor Ashline, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Item 4, the Office of Economic Development received a request for use of public space from Oswego County Breastfeeding Coalition to host the Oswego Big Latch on event at Brightbeck Park on Friday, August 7, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 12:30. Is there anyone here to talk about that? Oh, come right up.
Hi. It's a great chance to test my public speaking. Chris Mataloni from the Oswego County Health Department, here to answer any questions. Latch On is an annual event that's been going on for the Breastfeeding Coalition, using some great public space in the Brightbeck to just support those families breastfeeding and be part of that global initiative.
So do you have, like, any educational people there for people that are,
Yep, the whole coalition usually has a good turnout for their members themselves, provide the support,
Okay.
and kind of get people linked up with resources, as well as just be part of the total count for the global initiative they have throughout the week.
excellent. Any questions? Any comments? Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Kennedy, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Item 5, the Office of Economic Development received a request for use of public space from Suzanne Menicha to host Matt Pilates yoga sculpt classes at Montcalm and Brightbeck Park on various dates in the month of August 2026. Suzanne, oh, come right up.
Hi, good evening. I've been teaching fitness classes for the last 8 years, and I live on Montcalm Street. And every morning I get up to go teach class, which is rather early in the morning, and I realize that the park is beautiful, and I'd like the opportunity to use the public space at Montcalm Park or Brightbeck Park. I teach fitness classes at the Sanctuary, which is right up the road from Brightbeck Park.
Do you have any questions? Counselor Kennedy.
So this will be at both parks?
I'm going to alternate between parks.
Okay.
So every other-
One day it'll be this park and then another day. it'll be
Correct.
that.
Monday morning at 7:15.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Comments? Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Kennedy, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 6, the Office of Economic Development received a request for use of public space from Anna Jukic Cox to host a West 3rd Street block party on Saturday, July 18, 2026, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. I contacted Anna, and she couldn't make it. She said what they were going to do, the neighbors are just going to have food, some recorded music, and they may have some live entertainment with, I guess a couple of neighbors have guitars. They realize that they have to pay for the road closure. So, with that being said, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Kennedy. Roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Item 7, Craig Rebior, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, received a request for use of public space from Taylor Peterson on behalf of Oswego County Help Me Grow to place Help Me Grow signage in Oswego School District parks. I was hoping Mr. Rebior was going to be here tonight because I did have some questions. Has anybody got any comments, questions about that? Councilor Fitzgibbons.
I would just ask the question, the city owns the park, but they also cohabitate and used by the school district. Are the signs in conjunction with the school district?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to get an answer from, but I guess he didn't.
I hesitate to impose a sign on a park that's also operated by the school district without some thought to what they're,
Exactly.
right? I don't know whether they're familiar with
We could table this and, till we get more information on it. I think that, I mean, because signs, we're
I think
starting
we
to get a lot
work in
of
cooperation
requests
with
for
the school
signs.
district, so we would want to be cooperative.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I think it's open. it's okay, but when he said Oswego School District Parks, you know, I wasn't quite sure if we had the authority to go ahead and say it's okay to put it on school district property. That was my question. So I would make a motion to table this until we get some more information on it. So could I, Councilor Ashline?
Seconding.
Okay.
Motion table.
So could I have a motion to table, please? Councilor Plunkett?
Second.
Okay, Councilor Ashline, there we go.
Counselor Meyer,
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett,
Yes.
Counselor Ashline,
Yes to table.
and Counselor Kennedy.
Yes to table.
Item 8, Craig Rebu, our Commissioner of Parks, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, received a request to accept a bench donation from Chantel Manwaring in memory of Eddie Myers to be located in West River Park. Is there anyone to speak on it?
Yes.
Councilor Kennedy.
So this is from Cheyenne Myers, who is Eddie's daughter. She sent me a message, and I just want to read this on behalf of her. She couldn't be here tonight. So she said, "Hi everyone, my name is Cheyenne Myers, and I am the daughter of Eddie Myers. I want to thank Chantel and the DPW for honoring my dad. He spent many years taking pride in his job, and I know how much he loved working by the Riverwalk. Thank you for giving me a place to visit my dad, and my daughters a place to visit their papa. We miss him so much. Thank you for listening."
Thank you. Councilor Plunkett.
Yes, I'd just like to say, you know, Eddie Myers, what a great guy he was. What an asset to the DPW. I just remember him all around town, always busy, always working, never had a bad word to say about anyone. And I sure hope everyone supports this.
Thank you. Any more questions, comments? Could I have a motion, please? Councilor Ashline, Councilor Kennedy, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer,
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett,
Yes.
Counselor Ashline,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy.
Yes.
Item 9, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from John Bletch to host Drumfest 4 on Saturday, July 25th, 2026 from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is a rescind and replace. The original motion that he wanted, the date was July 25th. He asked to change that to August 22nd, which I believe we voted on because he had, one of the band members was overseas and couldn't make it. So with that in mind, I would say that we could replace and rescind this with the August 22nd date. Could I have a motion, please? Councilor Kennedy, Councilor Plunkett, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer,
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett,
Yes.
Counselor Ashline,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy.
Yes.
Is there any other unfinished business? With that, could I have a motion to adjourn, please? Councilor Ashline, Councilor Kennedy, roll call, please.
Counselor Meyer,
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Ashline.
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call to order the Administrative Services Committee. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Plunkett,
Here.
Counselor Meyer,
Here.
Counselor Fitzgibbons,
Here.
Counselor Lautensack. Here. Counselor Ashline.
Here. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the June 15th, 2026 committee meeting, please? Counselor Meyer, Counselor Lautensack.
Counselor Plunkett,
Yes.
Counselor Meyer,
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons,
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack. Yes. Counselor Ashline.
Yes. Is there any old business? If not, we can move on to new business. Item 1 under authorization, Fire Chief Paul Canzone requests authorization for the City Chamberlain to complete a budget amendment in the amount of $88,090 to purchase mobile computer-aided dispatch units. Chief Canzone?
Councilors, good evening. I'm excited to bring this motion to the table tonight. So this is a request, a budget amendment request for $88,090 to install mobile CAD equipment in 11 of our fire apparatus. So mobile CAD is a display, point of information displays. You can do some typing on it, but it's how we communicate with dispatch. We also have radios, but this equipment exists in every police car, every ambulance in our area, but not the fire trucks. It's an initiative we've been working on for several years. It dates back to passed to the previous fire chief as well. So with the support of 911, we bring this to you tonight. So it's basically computers inside the fire trucks. What they do, they'll bring up the call information while we're responding and give us real-time data. So for example, if we're going to a medical call and the ambulance sees on the screen, person is known to be violent, has a weapon. The police officers will have that on their screen, the ambulance will have that on their screen, we will not. So we'll wait for a radio transmission, and just by the design of the system, there's a delay. So as people are typing in this information at 911, it pops up on the screen. So that's one of the advantages. It'll make us more efficient, but more importantly, it'll help our firefighters operate safely. It'll help our incident commanders operate more efficiently, have real-time data at their hands, and not wait for a radio transmission. If you've ever listened to a fire or emergency incident when the radio traffic is busy, sometimes the dispatchers and the responders are waiting for a chance to get on the air to say something. So this kind of eliminates that. This will be something, so on the fire apparatus, for example, you'll have the officer on the engine will have this terminal right to their left, and they'll be able to kind of look at it as they're going to see something pops up, they'll have that data, that information right there for them. So as far as the quotes, there's 2 quotes. One has 2 different price levels. We worked on this initiative with Steve Coffey and Jordan at IT. They help spec the hardware equipment. So there's 2 quotes, and then it also includes install. And I included $3,000 for incidentals. This is something we've been working on for a couple of years now, like I said. So we weren't sure. We wanted to build in a little bit of a buffer there. So that's why there's a difference in the quote and the actual what we're asking for. So it's $3,000. So happy to answer any questions.
Councilor Meyer?
Let's see. So the biggest difference between the 2 tablets was the RAM, correct? And the
Correct.
memory.
Yep.
So obviously, the more RAM you have, the more memory it's going to have to accept more information. Is
Correct.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
So that was I got Steve here and Jordan. That was the recommendation we go to. I think the 32 instead of the 16. So.
Okay. Now, do these units they don't replace radio dispatch? You're still going to have radio dispatch, correct?
We'll still have radios. Yep. All of our apparatus have mobile radios in them. So this will just be this is the best practice in the fire service. For whatever reason, fire apparatus in Oswego County don't have these. Literally every other county around has it.
I also read in the resolution that other surrounding companies had this equipment. Is this equipment able to be linked up to the other departments so that if you go on mutual aid, you also will have their information?
Yeah, this will have any call that you're dispatched to, it'll pop up. But this is for those of you that've been to the fire station, on the TV screens, I have one in my office. Mm-hmm. This is the same display. So a call will come up, you'll be able to click on it and see all the information. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, one more thing. Let's see. So these units they remain in the truck at all times, correct? They're not.
You can take them out. Our
can.
intention is to leave them in the truck.
Okay.
Leave them in the trucks. They're sensitive computer equipment. So,
Right.
but they are like in our ambulance. We can take them out if we want. But our intention is keep them right in the trucks. So.
I'm all set.
Any other questions for the chief? I think this is a worthwhile improvement, chief, very much so to move forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much needed, and I hope everyone supports this. Can I get a motion, please? Councilor Fitzgibbons, Councilor Ashline.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.
Thank you, Chief Gonzalez.
Thank you, Chief.
Item 2 under authorization. Police Chief Philip Cady requests authorization for the City Chamberlain to complete a budget amendment in the amount of $59,669 to the Police Department Materials and Supplies account for previously awarded law enforcement technology grant funds. Officer Lummis?
So in 2024, the city was awarded $105,000 through the DCJS Law Enforcement Technology Grant. That funding was advanced to the city, so the city received that money already. What this budget amendment proposes is, so we have the materials, we have the cameras that were purchased with the technology grant. What this budget amendment does, it transfers $59,669 to the police department budget to pay for the installation. The permitting process has taken a while. It's taken a year and a half to get the permits from National Grid and Verizon, so that explains the length of time in between the time that the money was spent.
Any questions for Sergeant? Now, can I get a motion, please? Counselor Lautensack, Counselor Meyer.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Eschling?
Yes.
Item 3 on our authorization. Police Chief Philip Cady and Planning and Zoning Administrator Jeffrey McGann request discussion regarding the demolition project of the former Shapiro building. Sergeant?
So this proposed budget amendment would accept the lowest responsible bidder, which was Bronze Contracting, for the amount of $122,000. Also included in the resolution is $10,000 for air quality monitoring. That's the max allowed for air quality monitoring. It's expected to be less, but we put in there for the max, advised by Jeff, who couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately, but that is the max for the air quality monitoring that's included in that amount. And it's for the proposed demolition of the Shapiro site, which we have had recent incidents where vandalism has taken place at the site. So there's been broken windows, things like that, people getting into the building actively, which is one of the concerns that we have as an agency for that site.
Any questions for Sergeant? Counselor Fitzgibbons.
So it comes up to the agenda item of the discussion, and obviously then, as a resolution to the demolition of the building. Backing up to the discussion portion, as a council, we considered Resolution 367 of 2025, and in I think February or March of this year, we discussed at that point to rescind that resolution because of our uncertainty of an overall funding path, or clarity on a funding path at that point. Now, obviously, incrementally, this is probably, I think we can concede that this is probably the right next step given to where we are today, not because how we got here, it just happens to be where we are. And it's probably the right next step. We do realize that the project has taken or has cost us for the acquisition and the planning process of the proposed station there at that location of about $1.4 million. Currently, about $900,000 is held on our line of credit in anticipation of a plan being brought forward. And incrementally adding the cost of demolition is in the grand scheme of where we are right now. I think we would probably come away, we'll see. My belief is it's probably the right next step given where we are. But help me understand the timeline of how we get to where we are today, to a discussion of what we are going to do or what our options are at that location.
So as far as the demolition, it's the first step in the process, whether it's a proposed obviously the location of a proposed police station, but if it doesn't end up resulting in that, the building is still a liability. As far as timeline goes for this demolition, it's proposed to be August 3rd and end August 9th. So that would be the first step to any project, would be the demolition portion.
Is there any way to frame the question of the viability of a station at that location, given what the options are for the construction, in some parallel path as well, as we go down this road, so that we can have a better timeline. My concern is if we march down the road, kicking the can to the next step, and kicking the can to the next step, we also lose the opportunity to respond to the needs of your department in a deficit station.
Right.
And that I don't want to get us to a fork of the road where our only option is to make a bad choice. We should be having an opportunity to have a thoughtful discussion of what our choices are before we get to that fork of the road, because we all can look down the road and have concerns. And we want to be thoughtful of this, of the dialogue and the discussion of those concerns. So bringing back to the resolution that has us to consider the demolition, the general topic that this was put under was discussion of the police station, which is, I think, a notable discussion that we have to, someone has to put that out there in a format that we can discuss it. Because discussing the demolition, I would concede, and I 100% support the next right step for the fact that we're $1.5 million into a project. We owe $1 million. We paid half of $500,000, but we still borrowed $1 million to get to where we are. And we have a plan that we all don't have an agreement on. We need to answer that question sooner rather than later. That's my focus of pressing for this information. I think we're disingenuous to the elephant in the room if we don't push to have that better frame for a discussion. So, and again, I am supportive of the demolition, but I'm also pressing for a timeline for discussion of the project, and that needs to be put on the table in a format that can be talked about in a factual way. So that's just my comments for what we got.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I
Councilor Meyer?
I did talk to Jeff today, and he did tell me he couldn't make it, and I discussed, the extra fees that were going to be involved above the $122,000, and he told me it was for air quality, and there was one other thing, but he said it should come in under $135,000 for this. So, and again, his concerns also were the vandalization and people deciding to take up residence there. But, okay, that's it for me.
Anyone else? Well, I think, this will help clean up that section of the city. We move forward with this demolition, which needs to be done. Right, Sergeant? There's vandalism down there, as you said, and homeless people living in there.
Yeah, for the time being, we've been using the building for training, and I know that several times I've been there, there's been new signs of glass breakage, people inside the building, which is a liability to the city, obviously, and a concern for us for public safety.
Sure. Anyone else with thoughts or comments? Councilor Lautensack.
Do we know how often people are going into the building? We have no idea.
No, it's hard to tell. The buildings, there's been so much glass
Okay.
breakage on the building and vandalism that it's hard to discern that unless we get a call or we actively observe a violation there.
Anyone else? Not, can I get a motion, please? Councilor Fitzgibbons, Councilor Meyer.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbon?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Item 4 under authorization. The wastewater department requests authorization for the common council to accept a bid in the amount of $145,232 from Guardian Environmental Products for the furnished rotary scum skimmer equipment for settling tanks at the East Side Wastewater Treatment Plant. Hi, Ken.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good, thank you. So this is part of our annual upgrades. We have this money in the budget, so we went to the county put out a bid. We had a bid of 3 vendors. Guardian was the lowest of the 3 vendors, and this is why we are here. We don't need any money. in the budget. Usually when you see me, I've got my hand out. Today, I don't have it out. So this is just accepting the lowest bidder.
Does anyone have any questions or comments? If not, can I get a motion,
Wait a
please?
second.
Oh, I'm sorry, Counselor Meyer.
Is this equipment going towards the expansion or the restructuring of the wastewater treatment plant?
No,
'Cause
this
it's
is-
on the east side, correct?
This is on the east
Okay.
side, and all it is replacement in kind. Many of these skimmers are from 1970s and 90s. So this is just, they need to be replaced.
Very good. Anyone else? Now, can I get a motion, please? Counselor Ashline, Counselor Meyer.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Ken. Item 5 under authorization, Craig Rebuor, Commissioner of Public Works and Parks and Recreation, requests authorization for the Oswego County Sheriff to purchase fuel at cost for their marine vessel. As you know, Councilor Rebuor, or Commissioner Rebuor couldn't be here tonight. He had a prior obligation. I spoke to him, and he also sent us all out a nice detailed email on this. This is basically just routine. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Counselor Kennedy?
Yeah, I'd sent out an email with my questions, and I didn't realize that Mr. Rebuor was going to be out of town, so I didn't know if anybody from the Sheriff's Department was going to be here, but there were 5 questions that I had sent out that I was hoping to get some kind of answers to, but I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. So I'll just read my questions and put them on the record. Question 1, how much fuel does the sheriff typically purchase annually? 2, what does, quote, at cost specifically mean? 3, is there already an intermunicipal agreement, or is this authorizing a new one? Number 4, has the city previously provided fuel to other agencies under similar terms? And number 5, is this a renewal or an existing practice or something new? So these would help me to forming my opinion about the Sheriff's Department and their reasoning for purchasing fuel from us at cost.
Well, Counselor Kennedy, I've been on the council for 7 years now. Like I said, this is basically routine. We've done this before. But as far as the detailed questions that you're asking, I can't answer off the top of my head. I know we've helped the Oswego County Sheriff's Department out numerous times in this faction.
Okay.
Counselor Meyer?
I think it's a good idea. It's shared services. I know that the sheriff's boat patrol comes down, and helps us with Harbor Fest and other issues that we've had. So I think it's a great thing to be able to share services between, the 2 entities. I think it's a great idea.
All right. Basically, it's just one municipality helping another, one organization. Counselor Ashline?
I was also disappointed that we didn't get answers to Councilor Kennedy's questions. I don't know enough about this to approve it at this time, so I'm going to be voting no.
Anybody else? If not, can I get a motion to accept? Nobody?
We could table it.
We want to table it? You've more time for more questions? Counselor Kennedy, does that work for you?
Well, we are voting for it to move to council.
Correct.
Right, so we'll vote again on it next week, and hopefully in that time period, we can have answers within 1 week. Yeah, push it for 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Is there still the opportunity to discuss the motion?
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate the concerns, because, there's questions that have concerns with that particular aspect of service by the Sheriff's Department based upon some history. But I also, in the spirit of intermunicipal cooperation, and I am an Oswego County taxpayer, and I think public safety and public security is something that's in the best interest of all of us. So, so I share the need to have questions answered, but I think the overarching outcome of public safety is something that will lead me to vote in support of not charging more than our costs to the county. Because I am indeed a county taxpayer, and that is our collective interest being served there as well.
Counselor Meyer?
I think before, I think this should go on to council, and before next week, get a hold of Commissioner Rebior. He can give us some history on it. You know, if it's been done in the past, which again, I think it's a great idea because it's shared services. I've always been in favor of that. So, you know, I think we could pass it on to the council, and then if it's not suitable, then we could always vote it down next week.
Yeah, we have another week to answer whatever questions Counselor Kennedy and Counselor Ashline would like. They can reach out to the sheriff or the commissioner themselves.
Do you know when the commissioner is returning?
He'll be back, I believe, either tomorrow or the day after.
Okay.
Counselor Kennedy?
Just for clarification, Craig Reviewers, waiting on this automatic reply, so he's not going to be back on the 20th. Is that accurate?
Till when?
His automatic reply for an email said he'd be back in the office Monday, July 20th.
Okay, I must have misread or got the deputy commissioner mixed up.
So I just wanted to know.
We can always talk to Ron Cahill and the sheriff.
If Ron would be back, or
Yeah, and the sheriff. We could talk to Sheriff Hilton, get some questions answered.
I know I'm not part of this committee, but I would really prefer tabling it from next date, so we could have some official dialogue instead of at the full council meeting.
I'm not really in table of favor on this, Counselor Kennedy, because the sheriff's department needs fuel, and I'm,
Wait a second.
you know.
Check with the city attorney to see if it was appropriate for me to chime in, but just so you know, we have two major events coming up, Paddle Fest and Harbor Fest. The county sheriffs help us with both, and it's super convenient for them to fuel at Wright's Landing where they launch. Can't speak to the financials, but I think tabling it would put us past both those events, in your opinion, to, you know, so it's just convenient. The other option for them to fuel, I believe, is maybe the port, which is not where they launch at Wright's Landing when they help us for events. So just for what it's worth.
Thank you for the information, Chief. Anybody else?
I just, in support of my comments, those are the issues. Paddle Fest,
Right.
300 paddlers in the water from Fulton to Oswego, and Harbor Fest obviously has its interest in the water. So again,
You know, I think we need to get this through. Counselor Kennedy.
We're just go again to issue other points that have been previous committee meetings and council meetings, is that you're trying to make the best informed decision for our entire constituency, and without certain questions being answered, I feel like we're just, because it's already been done, it's always been done this way. That's fine, but I have legitimate questions that I prefer being answered.
I understand that, Counselor Kennedy, but this is time sensitive. You just heard the chief from the fire department. The sheriff's department needs fuel. We have upcoming events. I understand.
Fuel at any time. They've got, the sheriff's department just got the county legislature 8% pay raise. Are we complaining about that for their 8% pay raise that is normal people get 3% and that, or?
All right, we're not here to discuss pay raises. We're here to discuss fuel for the sheriff's department. As we just heard, Chief Canzone says that we have some important events coming up. Let's see if we can't get this through tonight.
That we're talking about at cause. Like, this isn't something that we should need more information before we just, because it's always been done this way. And that's why I'm asking for this to be tabled until we get those answers. But I feel like they're not any kind of bias or anything, they're straightforward asking questions. So I don't understand the problem with that, asking me asking questions.
else? Yes, come on up to the speaker, please.
Counselors, might you want to consider what you have to lose in maybe some potential revenue and what you have to gain in services? Think about the bigger picture. We do have Harbor Fest coming. We have big events. We rely on the Sheriff's Department. This is marine gas. We have a river. We have a lake. Think about the bigger picture here. Think about what you have to gain. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Counselor Meyer.
I understand Councilor Kennedy's concern,
Sure.
but that being said, I think this, could also fall into a bit of a safety issue with, again, it's another boat in the water for us to patrol for Harbor Fest, the fireworks barge. I know there's
Panel Fest is coming up.
There's several boats that are, that protect the barge from other boats getting too close. So, and again, I believe in shared services, so I think that, personally, I think this should go to the council.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Now, can I get a motion? Counselor Lautensack, Counselor Meyer.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
No.
Okay, does anyone have anything else? Now, can I get a motion to adjourn, please? Counselor Meyer, Counselor Lautensack.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Meyer?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzgibbons?
Yes.
Counselor Lautensack?
Yes.
Counselor Ashline?
Yes.